development in F1 trying to get an 11th team. I'm sure you've seen about this, but I want to give my thoughts on it anyway. So it looks like there's still a good chance we could get an 11th team for 2026, with General Motors themselves is closing in on getting an entry for as soon as 2026, which I didn't see that one coming, but that news has just been coming out like in the last couple of days, like today. It's Friday when I'm recording this. But quick sum up for those who did miss the news, if you did happen to miss it somehow. It seems like General Motors team is coming close to being possible for 2026. Not Andretti. According to what's being said on the BBC, it would be purely General Motors and Andretti will not be involved when it's up and running, is what the sources are saying. But apparently Andretti's owner, Dan Taurus, I got there in the end. It seems like he's at the Las Vegas Grand Prix this weekend to work on the entry. So it's kind of shifted from being Andretti with General Motors backing to being primarily General Motors with no Andretti or limited Andretti maybe. And I'd imagine Andretti would still try and maybe be involved somehow, but it looks like General Motors would still build its own engines by 2028. Who builds their engines before then? For 26, 27, providing they do get on the grid for 26. I'm placing my bets on Honda. Because one, aside from Audi, who would be new, they're the only ones who would only be supplying one team. And two, kind of linking it back to Andretti, Andretti has links with Honda already or an IndyCar. It would make sense for it to be Honda. Like, well, I'm sure that like this bid that they've been trying to get an 11th team on the grid, it would succeed eventually somehow. I cannot say I saw it coming this quickly. I kind of had started thinking, probably will just be 10 teams on the grid for 26, but no, it seems like we really could have 11 teams, and that's always good. 2 more cars on the grid, that's 2 more seats for, for more drivers to get a chance. It's only 2 more, but I mean, it's still a bigger number than 20. I'm very much pointing out the obvious there, but hey ho, there you go. And that's another manufacturer getting involved, especially when they start bringing in their own engines. It would be 6 power unit suppliers on the grid. You would have Mercedes, you would have Ferrari, you would have Ford, you would have Honda, you would have Audi, and then you would have General Motors. I mean, it is a little interesting that things seem to have changed with this entry. The view seems to have changed with the Andretti's departure from it and all, and it now being Dan Taurus, who's the majority shareholder in Andretti Global now, and not Michael Andretti, I think it was before. It is interesting. I don't think it's anything to read into though, but whatever. It seems there's still hope. Like, surely an 11th team on the grid, it can be nothing but a good thing, if you know what I mean. Because I mean, it's more cars on the grid, you could have more chance for more battles, races. Again, it's an American outfit, so that could help with Formula 1 in America, but not that really needs much help, because Formula 1 is absolutely skyrocketed there the last few years. I hope it does succeed. I really hope it does, because it would be great to see an 11th team get onto the grid. First time since 2016, I think it is the last time F1 had 11 teams on the grid, when Haas came in and then Marussia or Manor or whatever you want to call them dropped out. If this bid does succeed, it would be interesting to see who they pick as their drivers. I don't know who they'd pick. I'd imagine they'd probably try and go for one American. But as for the other seat, I don't know. Maybe someone who's well-versed in Formula 1, has a bit of experience racing in the series, trying to poach someone from somewhere. God knows. But no, yeah. Quick little news video in what's been a bit of a hectic time of F1 news. There's a skid block clampdown. There's been other news, but I've forgotten half of it by now. And of course, there was Niels Vittich being ousted as the race director, and he's been replaced with a man who I cannot remember his name. There's been the season launch got revealed in the last couple of weeks that's happening next February. Honestly, we'll have to see how that pans out. Monaco got its slot extended to 2031, and now that's going to be from 2026 in the first weekend in June onwards. From 2031 onwards. 2026 onwards, sorry. It's going to be in June, at the beginning of June, and Canada will be moving to May. Makes a lot more sense in wise of not having to go North America, Europe, North America, Europe. It is a little bit of a shame that now there won't be Monaco, then Indy 500 on the same day. But I suppose it does open up an opportunity for, if anybody wants to and can afford to go to both, now they can. They don't have to choose from 26 onwards. Any, journalists or pundits get the opportunity to go to and cover both races. They can. They no longer have to choose which one to go to. And it kind of creates a nice run of, with the Triple Crown of Indy, Monaco, and Le Mans all being on different days. And there's pros and cons to it, but hey, everyone's going for sustainability and this whole net zero thing. Good on you. Anyway, and also in the last few weeks we've had Bortoleto getting announced as an F1 driver. That was just after Brazil, I think it was. Grand Prix Drivers Association put out that thing calling out the FIA and swearing and all that whole thing that went on. And the F1 Lego set that's being released next year got revealed. I will definitely be buying them. They look really cool, and I also saw that there's another Lego F1 thing coming out next year. It's a Lego Technica, the SF24. I'm gonna be honest, if that wasn't 200 quid, I would have pre-ordered it already. Anyway, I'm gonna go because my phone is dying. Literally, I think it's on like 4% or something like that, so I'm gonna go and stop this before it does die. What are your thoughts on all this, on the GM bid to enter F1, Andretti? I hope it succeeds. It sounds promising, sounds like it could. We'll have to see what comes of it. Having an 11th team on the grid will always be I cannot think of really any negatives other than maybe the teams might get a little less in prize money, God knows, but surely an 11th team can only be a positive thing. What's your thoughts on it? Let me know them down in the comments. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.